phantoms, demons, things that go bump in the night. Every second, a ghost is born.
This actually, this reminds me of where I grew up.
Are you a believer? Because if not, you will be.
Hi, I'm Detective Mortimer Sagittarius.
And I'm Dr. Lesley Taurus.
And we're the Aura Detectives.
Here's the lounge room. Come through.
What the issue is this room. I think it's clear to me. I don't know if it's clear to you, but I think that everything has to go. We're just going to have to do a full sanitization of the entire atmosphere. So,
What does that involve?
well, in layman's speaking, it involves basically removing every object from the room and then covering the entire floor, just sort of top to bottom, with hummus. And then getting 9 cats, it has to be 9, just coming in and just sort of licking up the hummus over a day. And once that happens, then the spirit begins to clear away.
Les here is, a bit more in touch with the spiritual side, likes to speak to them all, all the deceased. And I'm the tech guru. I get involved with all our high technology stuff and all the other technology that's out there. What is this? That's got to go, I'm sorry. It's going.
Where?
Back to mine.
We've got to
No,
get Oh, look, sorry, that has to go. So,
Yeah, this is going. My first ever experience into the paranormal was, it's a bit of a, topsy-turvy kind of experience. I was engaged to this girl, love of my life, never been so happy in my life. Got to the wedding, there I was standing at the altar thinking I was the luckiest man alive, absolutely just, pumped to see my beautiful, beautiful wife just strutting down the aisle like there was no tomorrow. I started looking around the room and I noticed that heads were beginning to tilt to one another and people were questioning things, and I didn't really understand what was going on. And then it hit me. She was a ghost.
Yeah, well, my first ghost experience happened significantly earlier in my life. As I was coming out of my mother's womb, I heard the distinct sound of a woman singing. I can't remember the tune that she was singing, but I remember a woman singing, and that's always stuck with me. This woman singing, and my mother and father say there was no woman singing in there at the time, but I vividly remember it. And so many years later I did a bit of digging and I looked into this hospital where I was born, and it turns out that somebody actually died in that same hospital that I was born in. So we've had a good time here today.
I wrote a very famous novel called Till Death Did Us Part, which is of course about my beloved wife, Fiona, who tragically turned out to be a ghost. There's other books which just basically go into the in-depth analysis of how to deal with ghost situations. Tell those nasty demons to get out of your life. Believe in yourself. You can do it. I believe in you. Say to yourself, this is my space, not yours. Be gone, O filthy demon! Cleanse your inner child. Make your soul feel fresh, 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 fresh.
I'm hoping to leave behind a bit of a legacy, so to speak, when I do pass on to the next chapter. And so I've put together a bit of a class for today's youth, which I teach at my own humble abode. It's called Crossing Over Red Rover, and it's basically what I do is I teach my students the basics in ghost detection. That's what I like to say. Oh, hello. We'll just stick it there. We don't really need it. I like to wash away the stereotypes of the paranormal and let them understand that ghosts are people too, or at least they were once. They're not anymore. What did one supernatural being say to the other supernatural being when he fell down the stairs? I got a boo-boo. And I do try to incorporate a bit of fun into my classes. It's not all text and words. A dead end. Yeah, you got it. Once it was out, there was no going back. You know, there was no you couldn't stick the tooth back up there.
No.
You know, but I did try. I asked the dentist, you know, is there any chance? Because I really was fond of that tooth. You know, we had some good memories together, and that specific tooth, I think, has seen a lot of action. So.
Hey, do you know Ronald Vanderbrink?
No, I don't think so.
No, neither do I. We don't know him either.
Right. Okay.
Spit iron bars back from chewing cell doors out of prison where it's flooded with fire from hell.
Hey!
Oh, incoming. Hello there. This is Dr. Lesley Taurus of the Aura Detectives. With me is Detective Mortimer Sagittarius.
Morto.
Hello, this is Suzanne Collins.
And hello, Susan.
I think there might be a ghost in my house.
Right. Okay. Look, Miss Collins, we'll be over there in a jiffy. Until we do arrive, though, do you have any pets about the place? Any animals on the premises?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Right. Okay. Well, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get into the dog's kennel. And just stay put there until we arrive, because the spirits can sense the beast. They can sense the heart of the beast, and if you stay put in its kennel, then you will be safe until we arrive on the scene.
All right.
Okay, all right, no wuckers. Thanks, Susan.
Thank you.
Looks like it's time to go seek a few spirits. Ha ha ha.
So, you sounded pretty distressed on the phone, Miss Collins. So we trotted on down the path as quick as we could. If you were to rank how scared you are right now on a scale of say 1 to 14, with 1 being the highest and 14 being the...
One, definitely one, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean,
Really?
1, that's as high as you can go. So.
Absolutely. Well, let's cut straight to the chase. There's 4 reasons why we're better than any other detective out there and why you've chosen us.
Yeah. And the first reason is we're simple. We've got a very simple and direct approach to dealing
Absolutely.
with the spirits. Number 2, it's easy. We've got a very easy approach. We find it very easy to dispel the auras
Yeah.
around the place. So you know, if you can catch a ball or hold a mug,
Catch
or
a football?
catch a football,
Or a hockey ball?
or hockey ball, then you're getting a rough idea of just how easy we find to deal with the spirits.
The third one?
Number 3 is
It's simple.
it's simple. So you've got we're simple, easy, simple, and number 4 is
it's not complicated.
it's not complicated. So we've got simple, easy, simple, not complicated.
complicated.
So that's our sort of our 4-pronged fork for digging into the salad with. Forward. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Top. Very good. The kitchen, the old kitchen of fun.
Can I get you guys anything? Tea, coffee?
Cuppa?
Yeah, I'll have a tea. Tell you what, this is going to sound a bit mad, but would you mind if I had some milk in my tea? I know it sounds a bit bonkers, just a bit of a quirk I've got.
Definitely,
Excellent, no worries. Thanks, Susie. Do you mind if we call you Susie?
I prefer Suzanne.
Susie.
Suzo?
Suzo, there you go.
Suzanne's still fine.
Squizzy. Hey?
Hey, Squizzo!
Squizzo.
Squiz!
Suzanne's still fine, really.
So, Squizquash, if you could just tell us exactly what's been going on about your old four-walled abode.
Well, I live alone.
Right, okay, see, there you go, right off the bat. See, a lot of the cases we deal with involve people who are about as lonely as a gherkin in the Arctic, so it's not really surprising that you're
Not sure
depressed.
so much
By
being
yourself.
lonely as, you know,
Well, I mean, you know,
choosing
that's
to
two
live
sides of the
alone,
same coin,
you
isn't
know,
it, Squizquash?
being
I mean,
lonely, you know,
well,
being
you know,
alone.
potato.
Well, there've been a lot of horrible things happening, but they came to a head last night at exactly 3 a.m. I woke up and I've heard that's the devil's hour.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, Squizzlestick. Look, I mean, a lot of people assume that the devil's hour is 6:66, but we've done some digging, and as it turns out, 6:66, it doesn't exist. It's not real time. So you'll notice the time goes 6:59, 7. So you are in fact correct. It is 3 a.m.
I awoke at 3 a.m. to I see this woman I've never seen in my life before just standing over my bed and
Just a couple of questions. First one, did it touch your boob?
no.
Okay, that answers the second, so don't worry about it.
Oh well, to start off with, the ghostly incidences were quite minor. Like one day I was just doing some gardening and smelt something delicious coming from the kitchen, so I went to investigate, and there, just sitting in the oven at a crisp 180 degrees fan forced, was a perfectly stuffed and basted turkey. I live alone. I didn't put it there.
Okay, well, Squiznato, if I may be so bold as an eagle, I'd like to just cut straight to the rhubarb, and we could just all dive right into your old sleeping arena. So we leapt out of Squizzy's old room of sadness, and we took a bit of a tour around the rest of her old square rotunda.
I don't like this room at all.
No. Moving on. Let's push on.
Oh, I'll just carry on. I'll
Yes,
grab the
just answer the old banana. Right. Well.
What on earth is this?
I think this is some kind of old French device. I think for making fromage, for making cheese.
Got this very unusual sort of a feel to it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Squizzy. Hi there. Hi. Sorry. I didn't hear you sneaking up on us like a panther. Lots.
Things escalated a bit a couple of weeks later when I went to use the ladies' room, and in the toilet bowl was a what must be a ghostly defecation. I found that quite alarming, but also quite confusing. What message was this ghost trying to send with these remains?
It's interesting. It's certainly not the first time that we've heard of it. Ghost defecation is actually a fairly common thing to happen when a ghost is about. I often talk about it in my classes, in fact. Just look out for it. If your microwave's playing up, it's more than likely a ghost. I can't stress that enough. Alright, so what's next on the menu?
The sunroom.
Yeah.
Whilst we walked into Squizzo's sunroom, I noticed something in the corner of my eye that I wasn't really sure about. So I just called my mate, my professional mate, Les, over. Oh my God! Les!
Yeah.
What is that? Not good, man.
Oh my. Oh dear. Oh, custard fingers. That is.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Oh dear. I mean, I don't have gloves, but I'm just gonna have to
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's the kind of. There's a very bad.
Too many gloves on the right now. Too many gloves on the right now. He can't.
I do not.
Negative vibes. Negative vibes. Oh Christ. No.
What is?
Quick! You can't hold on the heading longer.
I hate to break this to you, Squizzy, but look, I mean, I'm afraid that this vase you've got here, it seems to have become possessed by a demon. And look, the only way to dispel that demon would be to destroy said vase. So we're gonna have to take it outside,
quick,
smash it up,
now,
smash it up.
Are you certain?
Yeah, go, come on.
Let's go.
We should probably just go. Wait a second.
Be gone, Judas! Oh, the kingdom, the power, and the glory are not yours! Lost in heaven! Hallowed be thy name! Smash it up! Smash it up! Hallowed be thy on earth as it is in heaven! Goodbye, you filthy spawn! Oh, farewell, thy foul stench of the earth!
No, Mortimer, that's not necessary. We don't need that. Put it down. Yeah. Normally when a demon is released, there's a sort of a white flash appears, and a sort of an angelic sort of harp sound. And so far,
There hasn't been any.
there hasn't been any flash or harp as of yet, which suggests I hate to peel your onion here, Squiz, but I'm afraid we may have just smashed up a perfectly safe, good vase.
Hey, but, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry, hey?
Yeah. There you go. Lesson learned. These things happen. So as we were walking back up the steps, we heard a very unusual and disturbing sound. Yeah. It sounded, something like the drums of Bangkok falling onto a pelican. Well, I suppose it's back to the ironing board, as they say in the biz.
What was that?
I think it was something falling over in the cellar.
Sounded like a ghost!
Yes, it must have been a ghost.
Let's roll!
Quick, to the cellar.
To the cellar! Oh, there she goes. And ease her down and release. Very good.
Right, Squizzo, you're gonna have to whack this on if you want to be anywhere near this hole.
Yeah, it's extremely dangerous down there, so pop on the mask.
Why aren't you two wearing them?
Well, I mean, look, we could Squizbox, but I mean, give a duck some bread, and he'll be all right. Give a duck a paddle, and he'll get lazy and drown. So
let's do this.
all right. Into the dragon's den, so to speak. Oh dear.
Wait.
Oh God.
I'm going in. Did you see that? There must be a ghost here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot colder down here, so you can tell that the spirit's been dwelling here. Listen, Morts, I think it's time. I think it's time to bring out Frank.
This little bad boy has been running in the industry, in the biz, for years.
Yeah.
It can speak with the deceased so well. It's phenomenal. I can't get over it. I still can't get over it.
It's not a radio. Don't call it a radio.
No. It's called a Frank box. I've got 400 of these little bad boys at home, and baby, do they get shiny.
Oh, the old Frank's box.
Okay, alright. The spirit's here. The spirit is definitely here in the house. It just told me that.
There's an interesting story that goes with how the Frank's box got its name.
You know how it goes.
And it was, of course, named after its creator, the great Vincenzo Palladino. And he had a reputation, apparently, around his village for just being brutally honest with people. Just saying, he'd say things like, "No, you don't look good in those trousers," and there's too much mayonnaise in my sandwich. It doesn't, I can't get all the flavours through. Things like that. And he just developed this reputation, supposedly, for being just extremely frank. And so that's how the Frank's box got its name. I mean, he's probably the single most important human being to ever have lived.
I would say, yeah, at least. If you're still out there, I need your name and your gender. Okay, everyone. Her name is Ruth Chambers. And she's a female.
Well, I think we know what needs to be done. Let's go. Get a wriggle on. What most experts in the biz tend to use to contact the dead is the old Ouija board, which you may have seen in the flicks, but we personally, we don't believe in them. They're a bit of a load of hooey. This idea that a specific board would be able to communicate with the dead is just a bit out there, a bit far-fetched. We're of the belief that it doesn't matter what the board is, you just need a board and you will be able to communicate with the deceased. Who wants the, guess who? Cluedo! Who wants the Cluedo? Yeah. And I'm sensing that she wants to purchase Fleet Street. So we better...
I'm getting that as well, man.
Give her... The one rule that you've got to remember is that you should never let the spirit lose.
I don't actually think we need a bank. What do you reckon? Ditch it.
No, ditch it. You've got to let the spirit win, because otherwise they will get angry and will probably kill you. Okay, well, top game, I'd say. Well fought and a fair win for old Ruth here. And okay, I'm sensing that she's ready. She's ready to confess to us how she passed. So if you just give me a minute here so that I can allow her in to my floodgates. So. Well, it all occurred in 1872 BC. Ruth had a severe drinking problem, so she came to this dining room to get a bottle of wine. She was so intoxicated she accidentally drank a bottle of bleach that had been sitting on the wine rack. She could feel her insides slowly burning, when suddenly she was shot by a burglar who had broken in several times. When all of a sudden, bottles fell from the rack. The glass smashed onto her body, passing her over to the supernatural world. The same old story. Okay, now Ruth, if you can hear me, I want you to make a sound. Look, Morts, I don't quite know how to say this, but I think there's only one way of solving our problems tonight.
No.
No. It's the only way. All right. Look.
No.
I'm gonna have to insist. Okay. I'm gonna have to let the spirit contact you through my body.
No. We can't do that.
Look, I know it's a last resort, but sometimes you've gotta take the last resort because all the other hotels are full. Possession for me is usually a bit of a no bingo. It's not the kind of steak I like to be peppered, if you get my drift. But in this case, we did feel it was the pumpkin the budget required.
I didn't want to do it, but at the end of the day, it was what's best for Squiz-Eye, and we're professionals and it's the way we roll.
Ruth Chambers, I permit you to come out of the shadows and insert yourself gently within my being. Like a piece of sponge cake blissfully divulging into someone's mouth.
No! No! Fuck! You have made a fool of me! Get out of my house! Get out! Get out! You do not belong here! You do not belong! Oh, the bottle! The bottle! Oh, the wine bottle! Oh, it's smashed! Oh, fuck! Shit! Fuck! Give me back my necklace, you swine! Give it back! Give me back my jewelry! Give it back!
Traditionally, people use the language Latin to communicate with the dead. But what I've done is that I've adapted it to myself and I've changed the language to Indonesian, and that works for me.
Oh, the man in black! Oh, he had a gun! He had a gun!
Selamat pagi! Apa kabar? Terima kasih!
What happened? Did we get it?
Yeah, I think we got it.
She's gone! We got it!
She's gone!
Oh, that is top news. That is a torpedo in my bed sheets. That's what that is.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is absolutely a stain off my trousers. Hey, Frizzy? Do you want to head off for a bite of celebratory eggplant?
Absolutely.
My treat. Hop into the bin.
Listen, Squizzo, there could be a slight chance that Ruth could still be in the house. So basically, Les and I, as professionals, we offer a staring at you intently for a week. We just sit there and we just stare at you, just really, really get a good look at you.
Yeah, but basically we just sort of look at you, you keep an eye on you, just 24/7 all day.
No!
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure,
Yeah.
Squizzy.
Good
And,
job.
I guess we'll see you on the other side.
What am I...
Another great cascade for the Auto Detectives.
It was an experience. One I might not hopefully have to repeat all too soon, but it was.
To the rescue. No, we're not the superheroes, but we're heroes of a sort.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen you guys. Tragically, Les has passed away. He overdosed on butter menthols. Which is surprisingly common, which I just found out, which might surprise quite a lot of you. Les was one of a kind. He was without a doubt the best friend that I ever had. He was honest, reliable, smart, intelligent, trustworthy. It was a privilege to work with him, and I'm absolutely proud to call him my best friend. But I do know that he's still with us. Did you hear that?